And then till one day I got tired of being tired. It's very unique. When you start doing something that you truly enjoy, your brain associates this obviously with pleasure. I look at marathon runners and I wonder, how do you do this? Running for such a long time.
Rocking Mama to Real Mama, Mamta B.
Love-hate relationships. Who doesn't have them, right? Well, you tell me, how many can you think of? Me, if you ask me right at the top of my head, I have one looking at me right now, is the phone. Yes, I have a love-hate relationship with my phone. Initially, we started off very well. But soon, with time, it started completely taking over my time. I do appreciate how it keeps me in contact, how it keeps me updated. But I do not like the fact that it is taking over my life. The other thing that I have a love-hate relationship for is, or was rather, with exercise. And this was about up till 3 years ago, let's say. Before that, I had this on and off relationship with exercise where there were times when I would love it so much. And then again, there were times when I would be like, no, thank you, I don't want to do this. Yes, intense moments of motivation where I would join the gym, I would swim, I would do Pilates, I would do yoga, and it'd be... And then slowly the boredom would set in, and then the excuses, one after the other. Yeah, quite familiar, I think this pattern is for many of us. Excuses after excuses after excuses, till you completely stop doing the activity. There are friends in my circle who I am in complete awe of because they have, for the longest time I've known, stuck to exercise routine, completely dedicated, prioritizing their health, and they all look good, they feel good, they're always so positive. It's something that I aspire to be. I look at marathon runners and I wonder, how do you do this? Running for such a long time. I look at people who do boot camp and CrossFit. Whoa, not for me, not for me. If I ever joined, I would be booted out of the camp rather crossly. I guess the fact is trying to choose something that you really enjoy. That's the basis of it, right? In all honesty, I truly respect people who are into a particular routine, exercise routine that is. My respect for them actually doubles the minute I know that somebody is following a regime, exercising regularly. I think it's just the fact that knowing that they're disciplined, that they are sticking to something, that they're dedicated, all of those qualities that we all like. So that's what makes me feel, or that's what makes me give them double the amount of respect. One of the biggest figures in my life in sports has been Rafael Nadal. I've been a fan of his for over 2 decades, ever since he started really going professional. And it's not even about the looks, it's not even about the physique, it's about his determination and the way he has devoted his time to the game, the way he fights on court, the way he chases every ball down to the last. I mean, watching his matches, they were always nail-biting. It was intense. But just the discipline that he came with it's something that I really admire. Right up to 2022, I was in this kind of a very flexible relationship with exercise. Then came the days of complete fatigue. Came perimenopause. There were days when I could just not make it through the day. I was tired, honestly. Body aches and all the other issues that come along with perimenopause. And it was just all the time, no motivation. And then till one day I got tired of being tired. You know, when you reach that point. So I picked myself up and I thought, okay, I have to do something about this. I have to do something about this myself. Nobody else is going to help me out here, so come on. I got up and did a few stretches and I felt good. I said, let me try this again. The next day woke up the next morning and did a few more stretches, a little bit longer, 20 minutes. I felt even better. I thought, okay, let me push this a little bit. And then the third day, just went on to half an hour, put on the right music, created an ambience, and I started doing my exercises, my stretching, stretch by stretch actually. I began to rediscover that powerful movement of my body, my breathing, and just the way I felt. I felt so good that slowly I was getting a kind of attached to this morning routine. And it continued from 30 minutes, it went on to 40, and then from 40 to 50, and then slowly I stretched it to an hour. And now I'm in love with this morning routine because it gives me this one whole hour by myself. I get to listen to my music, I get to make my plans for the day, I get to think about what I must not forget, and at the end of it all, I get to even say a prayer of gratitude and just pray that the day goes well. Now, this is something that I learned from my father, the regularity of doing something. He was one person I knew who walked every morning ever since I knew. He is one person who loved to walk. Every day of his life, as far as I can remember, he did the 10 kilometers or the 15 kilometers. Every morning, come rain or shine. If it rained, he'd carry his umbrella, his wind cheater, and went. If it was cold, he'd wrap a muffler, a hat, and off he went. But he had to do it. And he used to tell me, I need this time to think about the day, to plan about what needs to be done, to try and remember things which I don't want to forget. There were times when I would join him, and I realized I was not actually giving him company. I was disturbing his train of thought. So I had to pull myself back and, stay behind and just follow in his footsteps. But yes, I learned the basic essence then. So yeah, stretch by stretch, step by step, I started out. I did not join a gym. I did not join a class. I didn't look up any fancy exercises or routines. Nothing. I just thought, let me do something that I am comfortable with. Let me be happy in my space. And that's exactly how I went about it. And very soon, this became a very good habit. Every morning, I was excited to wake up because I wanted to go and feel this buzz that I felt after this 1 hour exercise. It's very unique. When you start doing something that you truly enjoy, your brain associates this obviously with pleasure. And all of us like pleasure. So once your brain associates this activity with pleasure, this gives you the motivation to wake up again the next day, to get up in the morning again, or whatever time it is, to get up and go and feel this pleasure all over again. So you go do it the next time, the next day, it continues till it slowly becomes a habit, a very good habit, let's say. It's probably one of the best habits one could probably have. Having said that, we as parents also have this extra responsibility of setting some healthy goals for the family. So if you start doing this regularly, if you are exercising, obviously your children or, the younger people in your family are going to look up to you and feel like, yes, okay, this is the way to go. Just like I felt it after seeing my father exercise all of these years. Also, before I didn't do it, but when I came to finally realize why he was doing it, it made me understand how I should be doing it. Regular exercise is vital for every human being, regardless of age and gender. During menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause, it becomes an absolute necessity. We will dive into this issue in the next episode about the right kind of exercises for women going through these stages, these phases in our lives. In the meantime, like I said before, just start small. One stretch at a time. Simple. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. Just do what is comfortable for you. Try to create a little pattern where you're doing this every day without having this huge anxiety in your head that, oh God, this. No, it just has to be small, easy. But get started today. It's never too late.
Hits FM 91.2.